So things you'll need tonight: if you have a yoga mat, awesome. If you have weights, great. I've got my 3-pound weights. 3s, 5s, 2s are good. Other things you can use are soup cans. You can use your water bottle. So like anything that you have that's weighted that you can hold in your hands, go for it. Also, we've got gliders we're going to use tonight. If you don't have these, no big deal. Grab the rag, grab socks if you're on hardwood floor. Any of those things are great. And then if you happen to have one of your lovely little TheraBands at home, awesome, you'll use it. If not, we're just going to be doing some lateral leg work, and you don't have to have it. So this is an option if you want it. Otherwise, you're good. Make sure you have all your equipment near your mat. And we'll start out today in all fours, hands and knees, just moving through some cows, dropping the belly, lifting the heart, and then coming into some cats. And just a few more of those on your own. If you've been in a lot of conference calls today, you've been sitting a lot, really letting that spine loosen up, letting the hips loosen up. You can start to add some circles if you want, in the spine and in the neck and in the shoulders. And then we'll come back to neutral. Just take a moment to just tap your toes. And take a moment to stretch through the wrist or turn one palm up, fingers facing you. Take those little rocks forward and back. If that feels okay, maybe try the other wrist with it. If not, you're doing one at a time. And then we'll just step that right leg forward, keeping that left knee back, pushing the hips down, stretching the front of that back hip. If you want to, you can lift the arms up, or you can keep the hands resting on your leg. And then from here, we'll tuck those back toes, lift the back knee, slide that foot in and fold over the front leg. If you want, you can lift the toes off the ground to stretch for the hamstrings. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. And then we'll come to face the side of the mat, coming into a nice deep plie squat just to stretch out those hips even more. Little shift side to side. And then parallel the feet and just fold over the legs. Again, little movement in the legs, bending the knees side to side, and you can let your head drop. And we'll just turn to the back of the mat for the other side. So facing the opposite direction, back knee on the mat, finding that low lunge stretch. Hands can be again on the thighs, up to the ceiling, wherever you like. We're just really trying to open the front of that back leg. And then from here, we'll take it into that hamstring stretch, standing on both feet, folding over that front leg, toes up if you want, or toes down, head heavy, shake the head yes, shake the head no. And then one more time, we'll come into that plie squat, this time to stretch the shoulders. Either arm first, you can have that hand on the same thigh to look over the opposite shoulder. Take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. And then come on back to the other side, hand or elbow, looking the opposite way. Deep breath in, deep breath out. One more time, inhale, and exhale. All right, from here, folding those toes forward, folding the body over the legs. This time we'll walk towards either your leg, grabbing at the ankle or at the shin, letting the head drop, side body stretch. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then take it the other way, other leg. Big full inhale. Big full exhale. And then coming back to center, heel-toeing your feet underneath your body, bending your knees and just letting your body roll all the way up. And when you get all the way to stand, reach the arms overhead, and then bring the arms down, and just give your body a nice little shake out. So today we'll actually start standing. We usually do a lot of things on the mat and Barre at the beginning of class, but today we'll just get right on up to standing, starting with some standard bar work. So we'll bring the heels together, the toes out, hands can be on the hips. If you're near something, you can also hold on to that thing. And we'll find a nice bend in the knees, a lift of the heels, squeeze the legs, straighten up. Drop the heels, again, bend the knees, lift the heels, squeeze the glutes, straighten up. 2 more like this, still in that slight warm-up phase of class. Good, and now we'll reverse. We'll come up with straight legs, bend the knees as we come down, then drop the heels, squeeze the glutes. Again, lift, bend, lower, straighten. 2 more, lift, bend, lower, straighten. And if you lose your balance like I just did, no big deal. All right, taking that right leg, bringing it out to the side, making sure that knee faces the side of the room, and we'll inhale to lift the leg up. Doesn't have to be high. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale to lift it up. Exhale to tap it down. You just have 2 more. 1 more. And then take a moment to just hold the leg up. Flex the foot, point the foot. Again, if you're kind of falling all over the place, not a big deal. You may want to hold onto your couch. 1 more time. And then back to center. Other leg comes out, long and strong, knee to the side. Inhale to lift the leg up. Exhale to take it down. 3 more. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to take down. Standing really tall and long on the other side of the body. Now we'll lift that leg up, flex the foot, point the foot, flex the foot, point the foot, and let it go. Give it a nice little shake out. All right, now coming into that real burn, grab those weights or those cans or those water bottles. We'll come into that wide plie squat position. You want your knees and feet much wider than your hips, and instead of turning forward with the toes, you want to turn out. Sitting nice and low. We'll grab 1 weight in each hand if you have it, 1 can in each hand. Take a moment to shake the head out, and we'll start with just little circles forward with the arms. We're staying really low in that plie squat. We're feeling the burn in the legs. If you want to, you can close your eyes. And make sure that you're still breathing. Deep in, deep out. You've got 5 more circles, as small as you can make them. And then we'll reverse back. Still really low in that plie squat. Shoulders down the back, neck nice and long. You've got 5 more of these. All right, keeping those arms out, lift 1 heel. It doesn't matter which one. Take it down, lift the other heel. Take it down, now try both heels. Take them down, 1 heel. Again, doesn't matter which one. Other heel. Both heels. Twice more. Your hips are staying as low as when you first started. Your arms are reaching out just as wide as when you first started. Last round. 1, 2, both heels. This time stay. Reach your arms forward. Squeeze through your glutes, straighten your legs. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Keep the weights in those hands. Heel till the legs out. Give them a little bit of a shake. All right. We'll come into a little bit of a bent over position. Taking that right leg out, turning the palms to face your body. We'll find a nice row with a side leg lift and come on back down. We have 10 of these. Your bottom leg is bent, gives you a little more stability. Your belly is strong. Your back is really long and you're feeling those shoulder blades squeeze at the top of the row. Exhale to lift. 4 more. Now hold everything up, reach the arms out, almost like you've got puppet strings on your elbows, and bend the elbows in. Reach the arms out, bend the elbows in, just 2 more, inhale, and exhale, last time, inhale, exhale. Come into a squat. Palms face your legs. We'll take a nice slow row up. For any of my folks that would rather use a band, you can take a band underneath the feet. You have a band with handles and you can hold 1 hand in each handle and take these rows there instead. We've got 5 more. Really close to the body with those elbows. Last 2. Now hold the elbows up, little pulses up and back. Those of you that want more, you're like, my balance feels great, I want to challenge it more. Lift the heels off the ground. Keep the pulsing in the elbows. Keep the arms close to the body. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the heels, continuing with the arms, palms face away from the body, towards the back of you. We'll inhale to lift the arms up, exhale to come back to the knees. We're using light weights, whether that's your can or your actual weights, so make sure you're not letting your arms just swing. Really think about using the triceps to press up and to come down. Neck is still long, legs are still strong, your quads, you're probably feeling this by now. 3 more, inhale up. 2 more. We'll come into a pulse, little presses up, the arms are still really straight. Nice and neutral wrists. Can you sit even lower? Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more move here. Arms are gonna come a few inches away from the body. and back towards the body. A few inches out to the sides and back towards the outer hips. Out and in. Arms are still behind the body. Shoulders are still down the back. Neck is still really long. I promise we'll come out of this squat very soon. 4 more of these arm movements. Last 2. And last 1. Take a moment, drop those weights, shake those legs out. Feel free to stretch through those quads. Feel free to stretch through those arms, the neck, the shoulders. Feel free to take a moment to grab some water as well. So before we do the leg lift and the wide row on the other side, I'm just getting a little bit of cardio in the body. You have 2 choices here. You can jump out to that plie squat and jump back in, or you can step out to your plie squat and step back in. You decide. We'll do this for 30 seconds. So find that plie squat, decide mentally if you're going to step or hop, and here we go, in and out. Nice and low in that squat. Chest is proud. You can do whatever you want with your arms. If you want to do something fun and funky, do something fun and funky. If you want to be a little more stable, hands on hips is always a good idea. And you could be going much faster than I am. You could be going slower than I am. Just trying to keep the repetitive motion in the body. Last 5. All right, let's return to that plie squat, baby pulses. Let's bring the arms up. We don't have any weights. Roll the shoulders down the back. And then bring the arms forward. Almost like you're holding a ball in front of your chest. Plug your shoulders down your back. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to hips. You pick which side of the mat you want to go to. We'll go from this plie squat into a lunge. Back to plie squat, lunge the other way. So my knees are turning out, and then one turns towards the front of the mat, and then one turns towards the back of the mat. I'm staying really low in my hips as I lunge to plie. Lunge to plie squat. We got 5. Again, if you want to do something else with your arms, let them fly. Just stay low in those hips. Let the feet pivot. Last 2. Last 1 in each leg. And stand it up. Again, shake those legs out. Stretch through those quads. All right. When you're ready to, let's grab those weights or those proxy weights. Coming into that squat. Toes turn forward. Belly strong. Back really long. We'll take that right leg out, other leg. And we'll lift that leg up as we bend the elbows wide and tap it down. We've got 9 more. Remember, your standing leg is bent to give you more stability. You're lean forward, but your chest is really open towards your computer or your phone or however you're watching this. 5 more. Squeeze the shoulder blades at the top. Last one, we'll take those little Pinocchio arms. Push the weights out, pull the elbows in. My leg is still lifted. Push the weights out, pull the weights in. 2 more, inhale. And exhale, last time, inhale. And exhale, stand yourself up. Toes are still forward. We'll come into a calf raise and a bicep curl and back down. Keeping those arms connected to the body. We're just moving from the elbow to the wrist. Again, we have light weights, so we're not letting them flop and fly. We're really controlling, almost like these are 20-pound weights instead of 3 or 5 or 2. Squeezing the tush, squeezing the quads as you come up onto those toes. 5 more. Then we'll pick up that tempo. Last 2. Last 1. Drop your heels and just pulse hands into the shoulders. In. If you feel steady enough to do this, find some balance. And if any of my friends are doing this on carpet, good luck. Carpet is hard to balance on. You'll just do your best. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, And one. Drop the heels, drop the arms. Take a moment if you were on those toes to stretch your calves. Front leg forward and bent, back leg, doesn't matter which one, is pushing down with the heel. And then when you're ready to, switching sides, back heel dropped, front knee bent, shaking those legs out. Okay, a few more things with our weights. We'll come back to that first position, that turned out, heels together, toes apart. More bicep curls, this time arms to the side. You can have a little bend in your elbows. You can relax your fingers, so no death grip. We'll inhale, calf raise, we're doing it again, bicep curl. Come on back down. This time we're turned out. So this will feel different in the legs, different in the lower body, more work for the booty, keeping those legs turned out, squeezing those heels down at the bottom. Nice and steady pace. 4 more like this. Last 2. Last 1. Hold the weights in, little pulses. Again, if you want to get experimental, try the balance, lift the heels, just see what happens. It's not a big deal. If you fall, we all fall. It's all good. Come back, try it again, see what happens. Maybe second or third time is your charm. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go, shake it out. One more set of movements with those weights. We return to that plie squat position. We're gonna have just kind of a steady little bounce in the hips. So we won't be static this time. We got that bounce. You can start that bounce now. We'll bring the arms to 90 degrees. My wrists are right over my elbows. Again, I can loosen up the death grip on my fingers. And I'll inhale to bring my elbows forward. And I'll exhale to open my elbows out. So my hips are moving a little bit faster in that pulse. Then my arms are moving to draw in and away from each other. Neck is long, shoulders down the back. Core tight, as always. You've got 5 more like this, that slow burn. You might want to be coming into straight legs. Try your best to stay in the shape. We only have 3 more. Last one. Good news, come 2 inches up with your hips, straighten your arms, bend them down, drop your hips. Up 2 inches with the hips. Straighten the arms, bend the elbows, drop the hips. Keep going. Hips, arms, arms, hips. Little lift. Start to find a rhythm with your breath. Four more here, and then I promise we'll move faster. Two more. Last one. And then pulsing it out. Bringing the arms down, and we'll quickly lift the arms to the shoulders. Take the arms out to the side. Bring the weights to the knees. Forward to the body, in front of the chest, out to the sides, down to the knees. Just 2 more. Forward, out, down, in front of you. Last time, chest, shoulders, knees, and finish. Shake it out. Let go of those weights. Once again, stretch for those legs. Stretch for those hips, those quads, the arms, the neck, the shoulders. Another good opportunity to grab some water, hydrate. All right, my friends, we're going into those glides, or again, your rag or your socks if you're on the hardwood floor. We'll take the glide under either leg, so totally up to you. And I'm just going to move my mat a little bit out of the way so I have some space here. Take the glide under either foot. I've got it under my left foot right now. You can have it under your right. Other leg is standing tall on the surface that you're on. We'll inhale to glide back into a long lunge, and then exhale to zip it all in. Inhale, lunge it back. Exhale, zip it in. You've got 8 more. Your arms can do anything that you like. They can move, they can stay still. Legs pulling apart, legs coming back together. And if you normally take Bar X, you do our TRX lunges a lot. This is a really nice alternative when you don't have TRX. 2 more like this. One more, hold it back here and start to pull that glide foot in. So we're coming back to that pulsing motion, but we're trying to pull the feet closer and closer together for 5, 4, 3, 2, bring those feet together. Keep that glide in that same foot, side lunge, we'll bend into that knee, and then push the leg to center. We bend out, sit into that lunge, straighten in. You've got 8 more. Grounding into the leg that doesn't have the glide, so you can feel nice and stable. And take a quick peek at your toes. If they're starting to turn out to the sides, pull them forward so you're really pushing through that outer hip, outer line of the leg. 4 more here. Side lunge to stand. Last 2. Last 1. Coming on in, shaking things out. We'll go right to the other side. So other foot has the glide. Those back lunges, standing tall to start, zipping the belly and arms wherever you need them to be. And here we go. Inhale back. Exhale up. Sliding that glide as far back as you can. Front knee, those stays over the ankle. Four more like this. Keep it up. Nice and smooth, nice and juicy. All right, the next time you come back, those little pulses, glide foot pulls forward, forward, forward. Your weight, though, stays over the hips, front knee over the ankle. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 legs together. Coming into that side lunge. Toes point forward, we bend into the glide leg, we sit into it, and come on back up. Inhale out, exhale up. You got 8. Sitting as deep as you can. Remember, the hard part is coming up. Last 2. And then last 1. Awesome. You can move that glide out of the way. If, like me, you kind of toss your mat to the side, you can bring it back in to your area. And we'll come down to the ground. So coming to sit. If you have a TheraBand that you can put around your legs, awesome. If not, don't worry about it. You'll do the same lovely movements that we will. And we'll come onto our hips, our sits bones. Feet are nice and grounded, arms are forward. Take a quick peek over your shoulder, make sure you have room behind you on the mat. Coming into a nice long core section. Arms reaching forward, tucking the chin, rolling the body down. And then pushing through the feet, the flat foot of the heels to roll yourself up. So finding just a few of those C curls, our Pilates roll downs. When your head hits the mat, think about pulling your belly button in, reaching out and up with those hands. We do this usually at the beginning of our Barre class, holding onto those TRX straps. Today we're still reaching forward like we always do with them. 2 more. Inhale breath takes you down. Exhale breath brings you up. Last 1, inhale down. Exhale up. All right, from here we'll come all the way onto the back. Arms by the sides, lifting the knees up. So whether you have the bands or not, bring your knees over your hips. So there's a space between your knees, and let's go ahead and flex those feet. Toes up to the ceiling. Before we do anything else, think belly button down, low back down. Keeping the thighs nice and long. We'll inhale to bring the arms back behind us, and then we'll exhale to tap the outsides of the shins. Inhale, head down, exhale to sit up. Those of you that this hurts your neck, one or both hands behind the head will do. Keep pushing out through those feet, keep pushing against the band. If you have it, and if not, don't worry about it. Imagine that it's there. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. 3, 1. Last 1. All right, from here, head stays down. Hands come to the thighs. We'll take the legs and push them away from the hands. Keep the hands where they were. And then exhale to pull in. Inhale to push the legs away. Keep the low back rounded. Exhale to pull in. Should feel a lot of action in the lower abdominals. Even though this doesn't look like much work, it should feel like a lot of work. 3 more like this. Inhale out. Exhale in. 2 more. Inhale out. Exhale in. Last one. Inhale out. Exhale in. Final move in this shape. Take the arms by the sides or put them under the butt. Head stays down. Feet are still flexed. They've been flexed for a while. Inhale to tap the heels to the ground. Your thighs should move away from you. Exhale to lift the knees over the hips. So thighs come away from you, heels tap down. Knees come over the hips, feet lift up. You've got 8 more. Inhale as you're down. Exhale as you're up, and you're starting to think, wow, I could take a break now. Don't just yet. We'll get a break in a moment. Try your best to finish out the reps. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. All right, from here, taking a little break from the core. Bring the feet down. Inhale, lift the hips up. Find a bridge for a moment. Really just stretching the belly and stretching the thighs. And then lower the hips down. We'll come into some glute presses. And if you were with me last night, we'll do a similar sequence, but not quite the same as last night. Shoulder blades down, head down, belly is still engaged. We'll inhale to squeeze the hips up. If you have the bands or if you don't, push the knees out wide. Bring the knees back where they started and lower the hips. So it's a lift, a widening, a narrowing, a down. Lift, widening, narrowing, down. And we'll keep going here. If you want to pick up the pace, you can. We've got about 20 more seconds. And if you notice that your feet are coming off the ground, the big toe side, really try to push down there. Last 3, 2, last 1. All right, holding that bridge up. We'll lift the heels off the ground and tap them down. Just 10 of these. Lift the heels, find the releve, tap it down for 8. Glutes and belly strong, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way down. Bring the knees into the chest. If you have the band on, keep it on. And we'll start to just rock and roll forward and back, forward and back. And we'll come into a tabletop. And I'll face you guys today, bringing the hands down. Remember, you can always make fists instead or come to the elbows if your wrists aren't feeling very good. Belly engaged, spine long, neck neutral. Starting with either leg. I'll be starting with my left leg. You could start with your left or your right. We'll inhale to push a bent knee out to the side and exhale to squeeze it in. Push it out to the side, hips stay level. Bring it back in. 8 more. Push and pull. Strong through the opposite side of the body. Three more. Last one. All right, keeping with that same leg you just worked, reflex the foot like we did on our backs. We'll push that leg out behind us like a donkey kick and we'll come back in. We'll push that leg up and out and come back in. You've got 8 more. And if you have the band on, it's going to provide a little bit more resistance for you, and if you don't, you might be getting that leg a little bit higher. Just keeping that knee bent. 5 more. Last 2. And last 1. All right. Shaking it out, maybe taking a moment for child's pose, and if you have your TheraBand on, you might want to unwiggle it. And we'll take those same movements to the other side. So starting with that lateral lift. Belly engaged, spine long, neck long. Other leg reaches out to the side and squeezes back in. Pushing out, pulling in. 8 more. With some of this kind of less interesting movement, you can always close your eyes. Check in with your breath. How does it feel? How does it sound? If you've got the music on, maybe you're jamming out to the music. 2 more here. And last one. Okay, coming into those little donkey kicks. Same shape in the upper body. Flex the foot of that same leg you were just working, and we'll push the leg up and pull it back in. So we're trying to get that thigh parallel to the ground if possible. pushing up, pulling in. 7 more. Really strong. Exhale breath to lift that leg. 4 more. Last 2. And last 1. All right, now's the time. If you had that band on, you can take it off. Everyone, you might want to take a quick stretch in figure 4. Either foot on top of the other thigh. Taking a couple of breaths here. And when you're ready to, switching sides. This also might be a nice time to, again, take that opportunity to hydrate. Great, we'll come into some more core work. This time though, in plank. Once again, you could do plank on your hands, on your fists, or on your elbows, whatever serves you best. So finding that nice long line of energy. Heels are pushing back over the balls of the feet. Hips aren't sagging down, they're lifted up. We're pushing into the hands and spreading the shoulder blades. And we'll start with just little saws, that tiny movement where we push the shoulders forward and then bring them back over the wrists. Inhale forward, exhale back. And we have just 8 of these. Think about really knitting the belly button to the spine. Maybe taking a slight, ever so slight tuck of your tailbone. Less space between your low ribs and your hips. Not a lot of movement, but a lot of engagement. 3 more here. 2 more here. Last one. All right, from here, whether you're on your hands or on your elbows or fists, take one hand to the opposite shoulder, tap it down. Other hand to the opposite shoulder, tap it down. Remember those mods, if the hips are wiggling a lot, widen the feet. Always a good first step. Other option is to drop the knees, but keep the hips down and forward, down and forward. You've got just 3 more each side. 1 more each side. And take a moment to rest, child's pose, or sitting up. Just taking a moment off of your hands, off your elbows, off your wrists. Okay, returning to a little bit of plank into side plank. Once again, you can face either direction first. Hands, elbows, not fists for this, either hands or elbows. Coming to your first side plank. See today if you can stack your feet instead of having one foot on front of the other. Stacking those feet. Obviously, if you need to, you stack. And if you need to, you drop that bottom knee. And we'll inhale to thread that top arm under the bottom hip for a little twist. And we'll exhale to come up. Inhale for a little baby twist. Exhale to come up. 2 more. Inhale to twist. Exhale to come up. Last time. Inhale to twist. Exhale to come up. Find your plank. Before we go to the second side, we'll bend the knees. They can hover or actually tap the floor, and then exhale, push them back. Inhale, bend the knees. Maybe they hover. Exhale, push them back. Make sure that you could rest a tray on your spine with liquids, and they wouldn't fall off because your spine is still steady and solid. 5 more. Inhale to exhale. One more, and then we side plank on the other side. Again, setting yourself up. If you can, you stack your feet. If you've never tried it, try it, see what happens. Inhale to lift the hips. Exhale to twist. Inhale to lift. Exhale to twist. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to plank. Just a 10-second hold. Nice long spine, nice strong body. And relax, let it go. Stretch it out. You may want to, again, just take care of those wrists, take care of the shoulders, take care of the arms. Hydrate anytime you need to. All right, we'll come on back to stand. So now that we've done a lot of that core work, starting to work a little more balance. So bring yourself up to stand. We'll grab those weights. If you want them, you don't have to use them. It'll just add a little bit more of a challenge. Toes turn forward. Either leg to start. I've got my left leg again to start. We'll lift the arms out to the side as we lift that leg up and take it down. So lifting the leg and the arms, take it down. It is totally fine if your leg doesn't come as high as your hips, but do try to lift your arms to the height of your shoulders. Steady and strong on your standing leg. 5 more like this, up and down. Getting taller through the spine. Last 2. Last 1. Okay, here's where the balance challenge really comes in. Hold everything up. Keep the thigh where it is, bend the knee, and straighten it out. So we're finding a passe and extending through that knee in our developpe. 2 more like this. 1 more like this. And then hold that bent knee. We'll inhale to lift the arms up. And then exhale to bring the arms forward. Plug the shoulders down the back. And see if you can just lift off of that bottom heel. Try it a few times. It's okay if it doesn't work out perfectly. And then maybe see if you can hold that lift. Just for 5, 4, 3, 2, shake it out. Let it go. All right, back leg lifts. That same leg you were just doing forward leg lifts. So for me, I'm still on my left leg. Little bit of a lean forward. This time my bottom knee will be slightly bent. Arms will stay at an angle here. I'll lift the back leg up, tap it down. So everything stays really steady. I would recommend, once you know what you're doing with your body, to look down at the floor in front of you so you can feel more balanced. Definitely engaging through that core that we worked on the ground. Good, last 2. Last 1. Now I'll bring my hands into the chest, elbows out. Lift that leg up, flex the foot. A lot of flex foot work today. Bend the knee, heel towards the butt. And I'll turn so you can see. And then exhale to come out. Inhale to bend that lifted leg. Exhale to straighten it out. You've got 8, 7. Really challenging that balance of that standing leg. Last 3, 2, 1. All right, shake it out. Before we go to the other side, drop the weights. You also may want to roll out that standing ankle, move it around, flex it, point it. We're going to continue with that leg we just worked. Again, for me, my left might be you, your right. Take it behind what has been your standing leg for a split stance lunge. So we are here. We'll take 30 seconds of cardio. 2 choices here. You can hop up into a knee drive and back into lunge, or you can just lift up and step back, okay? 30 seconds on the clock. Find your lunge. Lengthen your spine. Core is still there. Here we go. 30 seconds. You're welcome to go as fast as you want here, using your arms like you're running, like you're jumping. If you are jumping, those hands and arms can really help. We've got 10 more seconds. Last 3, 2, we're going to come into lunge. Both knees are bent, arms wherever you want them. We'll take the hips 2 inches down, 2 inches up, 2 inches down, 2 inches up. 8 more. Again, if you want to get playful with your arms, you're welcome to. Just keep that really vertical spine. Last 3. We'll take it to a pulse in 2. 1. Here we go. Pulse it out. Down, down, down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten those legs. You may want to come into a forward fold hamstring stretch to lift the toes of the front leg. You may want to turn around, stretch with those hips. Anything else that will feel good. Just taking a moment before we do all of that good stuff on the other leg. We started standing. We started with our weights. We started with our forward leg lifts. So other leg is moving. Now I'm moving to my right leg. We'll start with the arms out, long to the sides. This time we'll lift the leg and lift the arms. Slightly different arms inside one. Here we go for 10, 9, drilling through that standing leg, 8, 7, shoulders down the back. 2 more, and then we'll hold that leg up. Okay, hold that leg up, hold the arms up, bend that knee, and straighten the leg. Imagine you have a brace around your thigh. You can't move your thigh, but you can move your shin bone. Just forward and back with the foot. 2 more here. All right, hold the bend. Again, this is where we try to balance. Take a few presses up. See what happens. And then maybe, just maybe, you try your 5 seconds. And if, like me, you fell out, you have 2 more seconds to try again. And let it go. Shake it out. All right, we'll keep those weights. Same leg we just worked forward, we'll work back. Still really square in the hips. Bottom knee is bent. Arms will just hang out at that V, angled towards the floor, and that leg will lift up and down. Again, I highly recommend you focus your eyes, not on me once you get the move, but on the ground in front of you. Three more, and then we'll take that hamstring curl. All right, to show you the hamstring curl again, I'll move to the side. You can bring the weights into your chest. Same leg we've been working. Lifts up, bend the knee, goes the butt. Push the leg out for 9, 8. Steady core, steady breath. Last 2. Last 1. Good work. All right. Shake it out. Stretch it out for a moment. And we'll come into that cardio. So I ended up turning to the back of my mat, so I'll stay facing that direction. Same leg that you've been working. So for me, my right leg is the behind leg. My left leg is in front. Coming in to either rose hop, knee drives to lunges, or knee drive to lunge tap. Arms can do that running man if you want. And here we go, 30 seconds, fast movement. Screaming up. Even if you're not jumping, find that quick rhythm. Drill through that bottom foot. Remember, we've got some bar burn in lunge after these fast lunges. You're there in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Settle your lunge, settle your hands wherever you want them. Hips 2 inches down, 2 inches up. Little lower, little lift. Both knees are bent. We're really sturdy in the feet. Two more like this. And then take it into that pulse, down, down, down. Even as the hips and legs are moving in that downward trajectory, you're lifting up through the belly, up through the spine. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch it out. Again, I like the way that forward fold feels. Little hip opening. Standing on my left leg for a while. That ankle feels tired, so I like to roll that ankle out. But again, anything you want to do, anything that feels good. All right, we'll finish down on the mat. We'll start on the belly. We'll have the arms forward. If you want to add a weight, you can add that 1 can, that 1 water bottle, that 1 weight, but don't feel obligated to do that. Totally optional. And if you have any back injuries or issues with your back, you may not want to add that weight. So we'll come on face down, legs together, forehead to the mat, holding whatever that object is if you want to use it between the hands. Take a moment to pull the shoulders up, 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 no space. And then exhale, pull the shoulders down. Create some space. We'll lift the arms, the head, the legs, everything down. The arms, the head, the legs, everything down. 2 more. Arms, head, legs, to mat. Last time. Now, arms and legs and head together. Inhale up, exhale down. If this weight doesn't feel good, again, you're taking the hands off the weight, letting them come apart. 2 more. 1 more. And relax. Take a moment, one hand on the other, bend the elbows, rock the hips. All right, next back bend. Arms are by the sides, palms are up, so we get to really open the chest. Zip the legs together. Same pattern. Arms first, head, legs, everything down. Arms first, head second, legs third, fourth, we're down. 2 more. 1 more. Now everything together, inhale it up, exhale it down. Inhale it up, exhale it down. Last 2, inhale up, exhale down. Last one, we'll hold here. If you want to toss the hands behind the back, go for it. We stay for 3, 2, 1, release. When you're ready to push on back to a child's pose, hips to heels, forehead to the mat, maybe you shake it out. Great time to also bring the arms by the sides, let the shoulders relax, or prayer the hand to the nape of the neck, stretching through those triceps. Wherever you are in your stretch, just take a couple more breaths there. Relaxing the shoulders, lengthening the spine. All right. We'll actually finish today with a little bit of floor bar and then about 5 minutes or so of stretching. So coming onto the back, same setup we had for those crunches and those bridges, except that we'll be lifting the legs right over the hips, returning to turn out one more time. Heels are together, toes are apart. As much as you can, try to push through the heels to straighten the legs. Again, your hands might be beside you, but it might be more beneficial for you to have your hands underneath your butt. We'll inhale to lower the legs halfway down. Point the feet, exhale, lift them up. Flex the feet, lower the legs halfway down, maybe a little lower than halfway. Point the feet, lift it up. 2 more, flex down. Point up. Last time, flex down. Point up. We'll keep the right leg where it is. We'll let the left leg go down like it's creating an L shape, out to the side and back up. Again, down, create that L, out to the side, back up. 2 more in this direction with this leg. And now the other way, we'll go out to the side first, then down and forward, and then up. So going in the opposite direction with our circle. Core is still nice and tight. 2 more. 1 more. Before we do the other leg, reflex the feet. Lower the legs halfway, maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower. Bend the knees out wide and push the legs to straighten. Bend the knees out wide, push the legs to straighten. We've got 8. This is our grand plie that we usually do standing. Feeling this in the core and the inner thighs. Inhale to bend, exhale to straighten for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return legs overhead. Right leg or opposite leg of what you did for the L's, we'll take it down towards the floor, but not touching it. Out to that side, back up. Again, down towards the floor. Hover it, take it out to the side, around, up to the ceiling. Twice more. Reverse your direction. So we go out to the side, down, forward, and then up. Last one. All right, friends, final thing we'll do here. Point the feet, lower the legs halfway or less, scissor kick those legs. If you want a little more, you can lift your head and shoulders. If you need to support your neck, you can take your hands there. We've got 10, 9, 8, 7. You can do this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. Stretch your arms back, stretch your toes forward. And come into a happy baby. Knees come outside of the hips, bottoms of the feet to the ceiling. You can hold your feet or your shins. Really just take a moment to pull those legs down and start to rock yourself side to side. And then find stillness on your back. Keep one leg in happy baby and let the other leg just go out in a straddle. So half straddle, half happy baby. You can use the hand on the straddle leg to push down if you want. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And then we'll switch sides. So happy baby on the leg that we're going to straddle. Other leg gets that straddle, extend it out. Get a few breaths here. And then we'll bring both feet over the groin. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. And pull those feet down. So it's like a Baddha Konasana, but we don't yet have our feet on the earth. We're just opening up through that groin. And then when you're ready to let the feet just fall to the ground, stretch your arms back, and just take a moment to relax them. To let gravity do the work of opening your hips, to let your heart rate come down, to let your muscles and bones get a little bit heavier and looser. And then we'll bring both knees back into the chest. Shift your hips a little bit to the right. Drop your knees to the left for a twist. Take the arms out wide, and if your neck doesn't hate it, you can look towards that left arm, so away from your knees. A couple of breaths here, and some helpful imagery is to think about your ribs moving in one direction and your hips moving in the other. All right, come onto your back. Same thing other side. Shift the hips a little bit to the right, knees a little to the left, arms out. You can turn your head towards that extended right arm. Exhale to come onto your back. Draw those knees into the chest and start to rock yourself forward and back as many times as you want. And then we'll come on up to stand. Final little cool down here. Inhale the arms overhead. Exhale the arms down. As you do that, tuck the chin to the chest and roll the body over the legs. Take a couple of times to bounce, sway, hold in the torso. And then bend the knees and roll it back up. One more time like that. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, tuck the chin, roll on down. Let your body bounce and sway. Long spine, long legs. And then bend the knees, roll it out. This time when you reach your arms overhead, grab one wrist with the opposite hand, and the wrist that you're grabbing with the hand stretch towards that hand side. Going up and over, up and over, up and over. And then back to center. Switch your grip, other side, side bend, up and over. Exhale back to center. Release the arms down.